Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Haru, how are you? Welcome to Bonga Baze, a show that gives your opinion a chance to shape conversations in our day-to-day happenings. And you too can be part of these great conversations by joining our social media handles on your screen. With that being said, bringing you nothing but vibes, my name is Natasha and welcome to Bonga Baze. The Red Hat is out today. You know what time it is. It's Valentine's is coming. So, today I am joined by very beautiful ladies in studio. And by the way, if you're wondering who did my beautiful face beat, none other than Naisula Studios. And a fun fact, Naisula Studios means something beautiful. And you can find her via the number that's on your screen right now. And she's actually here to talk about Valentine's too. Joining me today is Sion, Ashley, and Lisa. So, Sion, tell us about yourself. Who are you? And welcome.
My name is Sion Naisula from Naisula Studios. I'm a makeup artist. I'm a lover and somebody who's loved. And I'm just so excited to talk about Valentine's because, I mean, which girl doesn't love Valentine's?
Right? Ashley, tuambie, we ni nani?
I'm Ashley Kyoko. I am a psychologist. We love. Love is free. I think that love is literally the only thing that keeps us social. So yes, I'm a lover of love and a lover of life.
Lisa, karibu.
Thank you so much. Lisa Wangari. I believe I'm a storyteller. I love creative storytelling, telling people stories through words, through stories and things like that. And I'm excited to be here to talk about it today.
As we all know, Valentine's is a day of love, celebrating love with your friends, romantic love, family, all the above. And people can be dressed in red. Some people even dread the day. Some men will have a non-existent men's conference just to evade the responsibilities of Valentine's. Yeah, we're talking about you. So, Sion, let me start with you. What are your feelings towards Valentine's? Like, what do you feel about it?
The time that I was introduced to Valentine's was in high school. And for me, actually, I began thinking that it was supposed to be a charitable day because it was always buying roses for a specific cause. So we bought roses, or rather the class that was creating the charitable donation would bring in the roses and we would contribute through buying a rose, and it became a source of charity and also a way to show appreciation. And for me, the beginning of Valentine's was not really about romantic or partner love. It was almost like friendship love and charitable love. Yeah, so that's how I was introduced to it, not really now what I hold it as. But I really liked that was my foundation to charity and also just love.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh, that's nice. Lisa, what are some of your expectations about Valentine's? Because it can be big, it can be picnic, it can be anything.
Yeah.
So all the girls in my girl group, we also happen to be, happily, miserably single at this time. Spreading love, it's not necessarily supposed to be romantic. I mean, if there's a time that will come, amen, that's okay. But just spreading love to people. And I also don't believe it should be centralized to that day. It should be every single day. That's just amplifying it just a little bit.
How can I forget? Atamja tuambia, are you guys single? Are you guys searching? Are you guys dating? Ashley?
Mimi maoni yangu ni simgoje picha za harusi saizi hata right now I don't think you can claim someone until you get to the altar.
If your partner is not the type to put effort in Valentine's or just the romantic type, what would you do?
I don't even think we'd reach the point of them being my partner, because that's something that I'm very open and honest about. There's people who genuinely are not romantic, and both male and female, and that's okay. But there's others who are lovers and who like to be loved, and you should be very clear, because you can end up with a guy who loves romance, and you are like
Just
so
not
like
in that.
mawa, like what?
Yeah.
So you need to be very clear, and that's something that generally I have a conversation about in the beginning. This is a non-negotiable, and being loved is important to me, so I make that very clear. And if I do not feel loved, I will only sit at tables that love is being offered.
Valentine's Day. A lot of people go on dates. But you know what? You have to tell me your craziest date story.
I think the worst that I'd ever been to was this particular time, this person, you order for me. I really don't get that. And he's like a bragger.
The person being the ordering for you.
Yeah, ordering for me. So for me, I'm not the kind of person to
Wait. Do you tell him?
No,
what
I didn't.
You
I didn't.
want?
No. He asked what I wanted to do. I'm a very outdoor person. So I said, I don't want to sit at a restaurant and eat. Let's go do something crazy.
An
Let's
activity.
go zip lining. I don't believe in wearing red. So imagine you're being picked up, you're wearing your Aston Martin jersey, your tights. Then someone turns up in a suit and you're like, oh, I thought we were going to do this. And they're like, yeah, but let's go have brunch first. So we go have brunch and they're bragging, oh, you know, this bougie restaurant is my local. I mean, I get it. My local ni hapa kwa Mama Nani, but if yours is the Radisson, that's fine. Everything is brought, and he'd like paid ahead and ordered, and it's everything I hate. I don't eat mushrooms. I hate whiskey. I do all these things. Like, I love other things. And when I'm trying to say, can I try to order something else, even if I'll pay for myself, is like, no. I left.
My worst experience, going 50-50, because why would you do that to me? The thing with women nowadays, it's not that we cannot pay the bill. I've watched my dad take my mom out on dates. Yeah. You've watched, you know the principle of it. You've asked me, hi, can you please be my Valentine? Yes. You have arranged it. So let me ask, at what point did you think it's okay for you to ask me to go half-half? Yeah. He took the bill, he looked at it, he said, okay, let me send you half of it, then you can pay it fully. The old man, I'd like to call him an old man because I don't know whether his mind was okay. He pulled out his phone and he's like, your number is 07. Oh. So I'm trying to understand. You called me out, and then we go 50-50. In fact, when we were leaving, I don't know what your plans are after Valentine's dinner, but I mean, for me, they're good. But so he asked me, so you're going home? That part where he said, so are you going home or are you going? It hit me that, damn, I would have just brought myself to this restaurant and left and gone about my Valentine's. So you called me out. I wish you said, hi, we're going 50-50. Naive. Yeah. Imagine I would have told you I don't want.
And Sion, what's your story?
Men are not difficult people. They're people who cannot receive by osmosis. Like if I look at Lisa Rena and I wink at her and she realized, hey, by the way, let me put my shirt because the button has. It's like we have this way of communicating that men don't. I mean, it's very important to verbally tell them, hey, this is my level of appreciation, and when you do 1, 2, 3, I love it. Because men who are interested in you, they'll go above and beyond.
They'll go above and beyond.
Right now, literally right now, as Valentine's is occurring, there's guys who are booking flights to the Maldives. Oh, yeah. But your guided boyfriend that you're accepting is going to take you to the local mukule nyama na munde home. Because that's the level of treatment you've allowed him to understand you will accept.
Do you believe us as ladies, sometimes you can put like a lot of pressure on men?
You guys have heard of when a man wants to, he will. Yeah. So when he wants to, is it really pressure? And if you find yourself pressuring a man, you're with the wrong man. It's a two-way street.
I know someone who, when Valentine's would come up, would sort of come up with some sort of fight to avoid feeling that sort of pressure of Valentine's and doing that. So, Lisa, are you the type of person, or do you know people who, when the day is leading up, do they make sure wako peke yao, or they make sure that they're talking to someone so that they can go on dates and things like those.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. There's people who I've had stories of like a week prior or that whole February, there's some trip at work, nini, so they find a way not to be there. And there's people who, that's when you know you're not alone in this relationship. Like there's like other people, so you have your days. Someone just says, on the 14th, I'll be working, I'll be traveling, so can we do ours on the 12th or after? You, in your mind, you've been taken care of, but it's just like, literally, there were many of you. So he's trying how to, group you guys out in different ways. But I guess that one for being busy or trying to catch fights, everything is now petty. Like, why did you do this? So there's tension leading up to the day so that, like, your partner is too pissed to even ask for anything.
What's the pettiest story you've had?
I think the petty, this is going to sound so wrong, but it's a friend who told me the boyfriend, they were they moved in together, which I feel honestly is crazy. I could never. So
and this is boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yeah, boyfriend and girlfriend. And then on the 12th, this guy just started a fuss. Like, I've realized you wear the same underwear every day.
Oh.
I know. And a whole confrontation.
Hawezi kuwa na the same underwear type. Lazima uchange.
Kwani ni zake?
And they've lived together for 4 months. They know. So now that was the main fight. And it was crazy. It was crazy.
That is very disrespectful.
That's very disrespectful.
So I was once with a guy, really liked him. I'd only dated him. By the time we were approaching Valentine's, it was only a month. Later on, I came to learn that he was not only dating me, he had a number 2 and number 3.
Hey.
When we're approaching Valentine's, first excuse was, I don't value that. Like me, I don't do it. A day before Valentine's, I remember I was at work. I asked him, do you have any plans for tomorrow? He said, I think we're not in a good place to do this Valentine thing. So maybe we can hold it off for a bit and like move it to another date. Because right now we're arguing and right now we're not seeing eye to eye. It's not even about you, it's about me. And also that I've not been into those things. Yeah. Okay, fine, I said, okay. Women are DCIs.
Yeah.
I went and asked the ex. I had to do my own research. I said, what did you do? Last time, she said, well, we went to restaurants, he bought whatever. And she asked me, so who are we? I said, I'm asking for a friend. And she said, no, you're asking for yourself. So who are you involved with? And I said the name. She said, he's talking to me. What do you mean? We have plans.
Whoa.
We have plans. We have very big plans, actually, on that day. So I said, okay, it's fine. It wasn't fine, but it was fine. So I stayed at home. Lala. Katumua maua na wenye wanakuanga kwa ma DMs. I actually came to appreciate those DMs that you get from those random men.
I don't know if you guys have seen this TikTok where ladies are asked, what should your mans expect from you for Valentine's?
What should your boyfriend expect from you this Valentine?
Nothing, because I'm single. I'm expecting so much from him.
I think he's not supposed to expect anything from me. Yeye ndiye alini approach, so he's the one who is supposed to give me something.
From me? Number a gift. Maybe socks. Love to.
Most of them just say, love, more love, and more love, and more love. So what would you guys gift your partners?
I'd fuel his car.
Uh-huh.
If he has one, of course.
If he's using Futsubishi, buy him shoes.
Naka nagari.
Just $100 bill, a nice bottle of whiskey, like happy Valentine's. Or skincare.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
The level of gift that kind of I understand he can get, because you also have to pima the guy, whether he's guy for taking you to Maldives or if he's guy for nyama choma. Because everyone has, in this Nairobi of ours, in this whole Kenya of ours, there's levels of love. And I think once you now estimate the level of love for your babe, then you can, give him, let's say, like 50% of the gift he'll give you. For the babe who's taking the fiancé to, the partner to Maldives, I think the babe can get him something expensive, maybe something designer. And then maybe if it's slower down in terms of Yoka guy's intern, maybe gift him a kakamag that he'll be remembering. You know, something.
Have it engraved or something.
Yeah, maybe if you're in high school, gift your guy, you know, something, a game, maybe a PS game. Love your man to the level that he is and to the things that he appreciates.
Back then, it used to be, whether he's broke or not, it's fine. But I'd still expect you to put in effort. So if I see that you're not putting in effort, you get socks. I keep saying, if a man wants to, he will. It doesn't matter what resources he has. It does. In fact, remove the broke men, rich men. That does not matter. A man can be so broke, and he brings you a gift that even a rich man won't even get for you because he's not thoughtful.
There's some people who prefer to spend Valentine's by themselves by day, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. So, Lisa, what are some of the creative ways someone can take themselves out for a date, just being single by themselves?
That's dope. I think I'd do like something like a paint and sip would be lovely. Yeah. I saw this in a series. They went and there's like a whole naked guy and you paint him and you.
Oh, yeah.
You saw, you saw that would actually.
Utanitumia pia. Mimi niko na mtu lakini pia ningependa kujipeleka.
You go, you paint, do something fun. I mean, everything surrounding art would be great. You could go watch a show if there's any that's showing. Cook. You don't even have to leave the house.
The level of dates and your past experience with men is really a reflection of your own esteem and how you regard yourself.
That's true.
And I wish for every lady to even just have that paint and sip, you know, watch that movie, have that pizza. Please don't go somewhere, especially now as we're in the time of #endfemicide. If you know the guy is a guy who doesn't even genuinely have interest in you. And I'm saying this carefully and lightly because I don't mean to place any like blame on the victim. But if you really know that guy doesn't have interest in you and you're the one who's reaching out to him. Women are supposed to attract men. It's not supposed to be the other way around. I don't think there's any babe who genuinely is waiting for Valentine's to take a man out. It's just not natural. And I think if most men were honest, they wouldn't even be proud to let other men know that, hey, but they made the Valentine's and I paid half.
Imagine.
Oh, yeah. It's not something they want other guys to know because a man is so proud to provide. He's so proud to know that in nyumba ni mimi nimeshikilia.
Valentine's being the topic of love. That Valentine Day is the day that also you need to show yourself self-love. Valentine's is something very personal. So if you don't have someone, please don't feel the pressure. Don't go on a date because you need to be on a date and this guy is making you pay. You haven't even enjoyed it. You know, it's the pressure that is getting worse and you're just like, time is moving, let me just go by anybody, you know. And then also with the femicide issue, you never know who you're going out on a date with. So if you move by pressure, I mean, it's not us trying to hold anyone back, but it's us taking precautions. Men should act right? Also, we also need to take our own precautions because, I mean, at the end of the day, it's about ourselves, right? So treat Valentine's also as a woman who's at home, who doesn't have a man, or your man is showing you fireworks and all kinds of rainbows, all kinds of red flags. Treat it as a day of self-love. Imagine it's okay. Valentine's is something very personal. It can be platonic, it can be romantic, it can be anything. Don't put a label to it. If you love yourself enough and you acknowledge, whether this year, even if I'm done for the same way I was done for last year, this year I've become smarter, you know. I've grown, I've made some growth. So if my boyfriend comes and tells me, this year, I'm not all about Valentine's, okay, bye, see you later. Behave like you're loved at home, women.
If you don't have a partner this Valentine's, appreciate the men in your life.
Speaking on femicide, what are some of those precautions ladies can take while going on these dates? Like, how late can a lady be out in these streets? Because, you know, like a lot is happening, you know?
One of the things my friends and I do is share with a trusted source, or again, not everybody, your live location at all times. I feel like even when I go, as not a cat local, so just out, share your location with someone. The spontaneity we used to do, okay, we're having so much fun, I like you, to the Airbnb. You remember how you would just like do that so casually? really, Aki, know who you're with. I mean, if it's something so new, I feel like don't. I feel like let someone always know where you are at all times, and also study someone who you're giving that much access to you.
Women, we are, as a whole, we become very vulnerable, and of course the men who see themselves as predators, definitely Valentine's is a season where they're like here. So even when you're going on your Valentine's, please be sure of who you're going with. Tafadhali, do your background check. If you feel even your intuition is just telling you, trust it. Please be safe out there as you go celebrate Valentine's. As a woman, please be safe.
As a survivor of sexual assault, these are the following steps you take. Once it's actually occurred, go to your nearest hospital before 72 hours has elapsed. Why? Because once the assault has taken place, there's something called a rape kit. And a rape kit has to be done within those crucial hours. Now, if you are in danger or if you are unable to reach a hospital, there are places in every police station dedicated to GBV. Once you're at hospital, all you need to tell them is, listen, I have a sensitive matter, please, I just need to talk to somebody. And they will take you through this process. Each hospital in the whole of Kenya has this equipment. And what happens after that is that with that statement, you'll be able to go to the police station and you'll be able to log the case. At the nearest police station that the actual assault has taken place, with that information, you can lodge a case. Now, whether you win or whether you do not win the case, the fact that you even took the step to go to the hospital, to let them know of the assault that has taken place, is a win in itself. And the data and the statistics that can come out of you reporting can warn officers of the dangers of this present community, can warn people who actually use data to protect women that this specific place in Kenya is very high and prone to sexual assault. We need to protect these children and these women and these, actual feminine population. Whether you're 5 years old or whether you're 50-something, it doesn't matter. Sexual assault is not regardless of age. It doesn't have a specific type of woman. It doesn't have, you need to understand that. And I believe all of those that's advice that we can give as older sisters and even just women, but above and beyond, because you can't escape a person who has a mission. Seek therapy, because you cannot look at every man as a predator. All men are not predators. Yes, we have men who hide within other good men, but it's not a case of all men. And if you are a survivor or even just a victim of sexual assault, and maybe it happened years ago, heal from it, because it doesn't go away. It's like a paste that will have to be scrubbed off. Slowly and gently until the surface is clean and is feelings of wholeness and wellness. So that's something that genuinely, I feel like every woman should know. 72 hours. Usingoje 1 week.
It's a trying time, especially for women. You guys know how women are with Valentine's. Even us as ourselves, we know how we are with Valentine's. So those are just some precautions, especially with the ongoing. It's good that we shed a light on it. So that when that time comes and you've come across this, please let's be a bit wise for our own safety.
On a lighter note, craziest, cringiest, funniest Valentine's messages you guys have ever received.
What wanatumanga message?
Hey, you guys haven't received
This is where I come in now.
Really? You guys haven't received it?
For me, I had this, and I think I'm just a loving person at heart. Because for me, I'll say hi to everyone and I'll really appreciate everyone. Where it didn't go well. I think it was genuinely this time in the semester, back in uni, like you've just gone back and guys are like now talking about, men's conference, Nini. Can I tell you that we entered class and this fellow classmate of mine who was sitting next to me asked the lecturer, please, just give me 1 minute of class time. And he read a poem.
No, you're done.
To you.
You're done.
To me. it was beautiful, and I appreciate him.
But
I was in a whole relationship.
even if you weren't, you would not be on a date with him. Why would you do that?
Because he's in love with my beauty.
It's okay. You liked it. Someone else might not react the same way that you're reacting. Okay.
Yeah.
So someone like me, I'd be like, hell no. You know, there are people who don't like that kind of attention, but there are people who don't like that kind of attention. You know what I'm saying?
What's the most you've ever done for someone on Valentine's? Utuambie ulimfanya nini? Ulimlipia rent? What did you do?
Okay, for me, I think I've genuinely always been in long-term relationships. So it's always reached an extent of Valentine's not reaching the month after we started dating. You know, there's been some time kidogo. Yeah. So I think the most I've ever done was with my high school sweetheart. And we had 2 Valentines, because remember the beginning of our dating, it didn't fall like a month after. So it was like, we had to wait the year after.
So you had already known.
I think that time I bought him some shoes, because he's like a gym rat. So I bought him some shoes that he could use to go to the gym. And then at that point we're in uni, so I bought him there's like a FIFA membership thing that you get per month. You can pay like either per month or like a 3 months. So for me, I found the per month was a bit cheaper considering the shoes and that. That's what I bought him for the first year. I don't know. It's never been. I've never looked at an extravagance. It's always been based off what I can achieve. Like I've never gone above and beyond my means. I've always done within my pockets, and also something that he would feel appreciated, but also that I'm not buying his love. You know.
For me, I think the most that I've done is I definitely gifted. He needed a device. There's a certain device that he needed. I don't know. Yeah, we won't mention what device, but he needed a device. You know, these vaping devices that these kids buy out there. So they just come out, and I think it was going for about 8,000, 8,500. So I got it for him. And then I took him out to dinner.
You paid the bill.
Yeah, but I think the most that I've done is probably 8,500. It was 8,500, I think, delivered 9K. And then dinner went to, it's called For You. For You, paid for him Chinese. He wanted some Chinese. Okay, just to excuse us, I know you guys were waiting to hear. I took him to Maldives, I took him to Coast. Excuse us. Yeah. He was my university sweetheart since first year.
Valentine's should be, as in, from the core, from yourself, like self-love. It should also really be about you. You don't let the outside pressure you into pressuring someone else to give you something, or as we were talking with my Sula back there, buying yourself things and then writing hashtag from, no, don't feel pressured. Yeah. So let it be from the core. I know office people are crazy.
Kina Rebecca from HR, mwachane kutuma flowers to the office at so and so has sent. You send it yourself.
Right from Ashley Kyoko. Love you, mwah.
And so you pay the rider. Decrease the gap between knowing that you have value and making sure you live within that knowing. Just live within it. Na kama itafika point where, as Andrew Kibe says, tutakaa peke yetu, acha tu ifike.
I think from speaking to you guys, I've come to realize that long time, women used to be so dependent on men for Valentine's. Yani it was like a death sentence, you know. Yeah. It was like, me, I'm not worthy, you know. Now I'm learning that nowadays women have even Galentines. You know, we've seen our worthiness. We don't need, it's not that we don't need men. Oh yes, we do. Please don't quote me wrong. But we are not desperate for them. It's not that they have to be there for the event to take place. Valentine's can be about yourself. It can be about your girls. It can be about even my watchman. By the way, shout out to my watchman. Our watchman, I'll try my best. I'll try and include them. Even my dad. Yeah, that's what I'm learning, that it's not Valentine's. We've changed our perspective, which is such a positive thing, by the way. It's very positive.
Thank you so much, ladies, for coming to Bonga Baze. It truly has been a pleasure. I've learned so much. Would love to have you again, for sure. Guys, you've had it. Self-love. Please be safe out there too. We are walking differently this year. Don't forget that. If you have a story that you would like to share about Valentine's, please do through our comment section on our social media handles on your screen. With that being said, I have been your host, bringing you nothing but vibes. See you next time.